Curiosity. Number 1. I'm going to teach you how to use visualization techniques in order to stay motivated and reach your goals faster. So I have a special announcement at the end of this video. Stay till the end to find out what it is. Curiosity. Number 2. I'll share with you a secret from neuroscience that will allow you to hack your brain for success. Curiosity. Number 3. We'll explore the fascinating world of memory recall and how to improve it. Curiosity. Number 4. I'll show you how to overcome procrastination by understanding its true nature. And curiosity, number 5. This last one is a game changer. You will learn a trick to remember everything you want instantly. Ready? Let's begin. Hack number 1, visualization for motivation. When we set a goal, our brain processes it as if it's already happened. And that's the first step to achieving any goal, visualizing it as if it's already happened. Now, you might be thinking, what's the big deal about that? Well, when we visualize something, our brain releases neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, which are associated with reward and pleasure. It's the same neurochemical cocktail that's released when we actually achieve something. So by visualizing our goals, we trick our brain into thinking it's already happened, which triggers the release of these feel-good chemicals. But it doesn't stop there. Visualization also activates the same areas of the brain that are involved in the actual experience. In other words, when we visualize something, our brain simulates the experience in a way that's almost indistinguishable from the real thing. This means that we can actually train our brain and body to get ready for a specific experience by visualizing it over and over again. How many times have you imagined a delicious meal while you're hungry? Suddenly, you're not just thinking about food, you're experiencing it. Your mouth starts watering, your stomach growls. That's because your brain is getting ready to digest. It's preparing your body for the upcoming meal as if it's already happening. The same thing happens when you visualize your goals. Your brain gets wired for action. You can use this power of visualization to hack your brain and boost your motivation. By vividly imagining yourself achieving your goals, you'll trigger the release of dopamine and serotonin, which will make you feel more motivated and increase your chances of success. So here's a simple exercise you can do to put this into practice. Choose a specific goal that you want to achieve and visualize yourself working towards and accomplishing that goal. Imagine the feeling of satisfaction and the sense of accomplishment that comes with achieving your goal. The more vivid and detailed your visualization, the better. And don't just do this once. Make it a habit. Visualize your goals every day. As you do this, pay attention to the emotions that come up. Feel the sense of accomplishment, the pride and the joy that come with achieving your goals. This will help you rewire your brain for success and make it easier to stay motivated and focused on your goals. Hack number 2, neuroscience secrets. Did you know that your brain has the ability to change and adapt throughout your life? It's called neuroplasticity, and it allows you to learn new things, form new habits, and even change the way your brain functions. Neuroplasticity works through a process called neurogenesis, which is the formation of new neurons. These new neurons can then connect with other neurons to form new neural pathways, which is exactly what we need to achieve our goals and make positive changes in our lives. So here's a simple trick to hack your brain and take advantage of neuroplasticity. Set short-term goals that are just beyond your current level of ability. For example, if you want to learn a new language, start with a goal that's slightly outside of your comfort zone. Don't choose a goal that's too easy or too hard, just right. This will challenge your brain and stimulate neurogenesis, which will make it easier to learn new things and form new habits. Now here's the catch. You have to be consistent in order to see results. Don't just do this once or twice. Make it a habit. Challenge your brain regularly with new and exciting goals. This will help you build new neural pathways and make it easier to achieve your long-term goals. Hack number 3, memory recall. Our brains are constantly making new memories, but did you know that we tend to forget most of them? In fact, studies show that we can forget half of what we learn within a week. So how do we remember what we want to? One way is through spaced repetition. This is a learning technique that involves reviewing material at increasing intervals. For example, if you want to remember something you learned today, review it again tomorrow, and then again in a week. This helps your brain move the memory from the hippocampus to the cortex where it can be stored long-term. Here's another trick. Connect new information to existing knowledge. Our brain loves patterns and connections. So if you can connect new information to something you already know, it will be easier to remember. For example, if you want to remember a new vocabulary word, try using a mnemonic device or creating a mental image that connects the word to a concept you already understand. But there's one more thing that can make all the difference: emotions. Our brain is wired to remember emotional experiences much better than neutral ones. So if you want to remember something, make it emotional. Ask yourself, how can I make this personal? How can I connect this to my values, my goals, or my fears? The more emotional connection you can make, the more memorable the experience will be. Hack number 4, procrastination. Many people think that procrastination is caused by laziness or lack of discipline, but the truth is much more complex and interesting. According to a growing body of research, procrastination is actually a maladaptive strategy used to cope with negative emotions such as fear, anxiety, and insecurity. When we procrastinate, we're essentially trying to avoid the negative feelings that come with a task, not because we're lazy, but because we care. We care about ourselves, our happiness, and our success. It's just that we're not aware of it. And this is the key to overcoming procrastination. Once you realize that you're procrastinating to avoid negative emotions, you can start to address those emotions directly. You can ask yourself, what am I afraid of? What am I insecure about? By exploring these emotions and addressing them directly, you can break the cycle of procrastination and take action even when you don't feel like it. But wait, there's more. Procrastination is often worse than not doing anything at all. When we procrastinate, we usually end up doing something else instead, such as checking social media, watching TV, or hanging out with friends. While these activities may seem fun and enjoyable in the moment, they only provide temporary relief from the negative emotions. Ultimately, we still have to face the original task, and the longer we wait, the more difficult it becomes. So here's what you can do to hack your brain and overcome procrastination. Set small, achievable goals for yourself and reward yourself when you accomplish them. This will help you build momentum and make it easier to face larger tasks. Remember, it's not about being lazy. It's about taking care of yourself and facing your challenges in a smart and strategic way. Hack number 5, the trick to remembering everything instantly. Remembering everything we want instantly is a superpower that can help us succeed in work, relationships, and life. And the good news is that it's a skill that can be developed with practice. One way to hack your brain for instant recall is to use mnemonic devices. These are mental tools that help us remember information by creating associations. For example, if you want to remember to call your mother, you could associate it with a visual image, like an eye that looks like a mother. Another way to hack your brain for instant recall is to use the power of storytelling. Our brain loves stories. They help us organize information and make it more memorable. So next time you want to remember something important, try creating a story around it. It will stick in your mind. But there's one more thing that can make all the difference: understanding. True understanding is the key to unlocking your brain's full potential for instant recall. When you truly understand something, you can remember it effortlessly. So take the time to really understand what you're learning. Ask yourself, how can I apply this knowledge to my life? How can I use it to solve problems or make decisions? And finally, don't forget to test yourself. Our brain is like a muscle. If we don't use it, we lose it. So test yourself regularly to make sure that you're retaining the information you want to remember. Ask yourself, what do I remember? What can I improve? By following these tips, you'll be able to hack your brain and remember everything you want instantly. Now it's time for the special announcement I mentioned earlier. I've created a free guide that teaches you how to become unstoppable by mastering your thoughts and emotions. This guide is based on the latest findings in neuroscience and psychology, and it's filled with practical tips and exercises that you can use right away. Download the guide now and start your journey towards becoming unstoppable. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.